So when I started this open mic up, a lot of songwriters got in touch and were very excited. And a couple of performers who were not songwriters got in touch and were excited in a slightly different way. Hopping mad would be a phrase, and our next performer was hopping mad when he found out that this open mic was going to be for songwriters only. And that lasted a couple of weeks until he just realized he could write songs and come play his own songs here. So it's been fantastic that he has chosen to do that, to write his own songs and to be a part of this since day one. One of our most reliable, best-spirited songwriters who's come out here and contributed week in, week out. We love him. Please welcome Bill Colbath.
Thank you all. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Judd, for doing what you do every week. And I would like to make sure that you all understand who's really the stars up here tonight. And that's Dave Ballard on the banjo, Ray Miller on the mandolin. Come on, how about a hand for him now? Let's go. And Charlie Byrne here on lead guitar. You're going to hear a little bluegrass sound tonight, and I hope that's okay with you. Why am I the way I am, he said the young man to his dad. Why did I help that old man, and my friends don't give a damn? It's all about the right and wrong, he said, and how to see the difference. You've been taught the right thing, because the wrong thing are a hindrance. Break it on, Ray. Okay, Charlie. Finish her off, Dave. It's always about helping others, he said, no matter the situation. Those who thumb their nose at you are showing their isolation. So always choose the right, he said, whether it's in words or action. You will be remembered for your high level of interaction. Go ahead, Raymond, one more time. Charlie. Okay, David. All about the right and wrong, he said, no matter the situation. And those who thumb their nose at you are showing their isolation. So always choose the right, he said, whether it's words or action. And you will be remembered for your high level of interaction. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much. Life is a heck of a journey. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short. It begins, as the legends say, with the coming of the storm. Parents do the hard work, especially when the kids are small. But as time passes by, it changes, and the kids start to grow real tall. So treat your parents well, it's said. Someday you will find that those who used to care for you now need your help in kind. Go, Raymond. Parental role is a mixed bag of do's and don'ts and cheers. And as we age, the roles reverse and the rut becomes a rear. When do the roles reverse, you ask? Is it always the same? The answer is it depends on you, the inning and the score of the game. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the backups. Wonderful stuff. You may not all believe this, but I played 36 holes of golf yesterday. Woo.
So I've got a volunteer who is going around with a hat since I got so many inputs to mix here while it's going on. Keep an eye out for Karen in that.
The game of golf mimics the game of life in many ways. We start life driving out of the womb, and in golf it's on the first tee. And I just love the similarities. In life we play for a second shot. In golf it reaches the green. We learn the ups and downs of relationships, and breaking putts make you scream. And I just love the similarities. Take a break, boys. Ray. Charlie. Okay, David. In golf we take pride in our distance, and we brag about hitting it straight. In the world we hope for a long life, the making of a large estate, and I just love the similarity. As we age we hit it shorter, pars are hard to make. Then we discover those senior tees and find they take the cake. And I just love the similarity. That's all. Yeah. Thank you all very much. Thanks. Have to go to the key of A for this one. Grief is just love with nowhere to go, and that unspent love gathers up in the corners of your eyes and the lump in your throat, always in its best disguise. Grief is just love with nowhere to go, in your thoughts that can't be spoken, in your head when it aches, in your body when it shakes. Oh, grief is just love with nowhere to go. Break it, Raymond. Charlie. David. Grief is just like a boomerang. It comes back when you throw it away. And like most things substantial, it comes back on its own cruel schedule. Oh, grief is just love with nowhere to go, and that unspent love gathers up in the corners of your eyes and the lump in your throat, always in its best disguise. Thank you all, guys. Thank you very much. There's no break on this one, boys. Yep, no break on this one, Charlie. There's no break. Ray's leaving. I went to see her yesterday. These visits are so hard. As I enter in her room, it nearly breaks my heart, 'cause she's no longer here. She can no longer say the things I used to hear, 'cause we're in the long goodbye. Her smile still melts my heart, but it comes without any words. I pretend I hear her thoughts here in the long goodbye. I hope she'll squeeze my hand, but her hand will not perform. But I pretend it does here in the long goodbye. I start to leave my love, checking if her eyes follow me. Heartbroken, I leave her room here in the long goodbye. Thank you, boys. Thanks, guys. We were welcomed to the county by a beautiful stand of white birch, framed against a clear blue sky, a great start to our search. As a 7-year-old boy, I walked a woods path with my dad, looking for the remains of the camp where he was born. 4 dads, my dad and his brothers, were born in the camp on a coal main road right close to the border. As babies they were kept alive and warm in a wood stove oven, and learned to walk barefoot in the woods. Let's take a break, Raymond. Okay, Charlie. Thank you, boy. The four boys slept in the same bed where they sang harmony together. The sound made them Holton heroes, brought their act to New York to cut a record. We found the road and the path in the woods. With hope we began our trek, and we walked till we stumbled on a brush-covered rocks, found the site of the camp. We were glad that our search was successful and that we had found the site. But if we had failed, my dad would say, you did your best, son, it's all right. At age 14 we dated, started going steady. We stayed together through college and our times were pretty heady. But I don't matter anymore. Joyful times reigned when our kids came along. Our lives were good and hearts were strong. But I don't matter anymore. Raymond, how about a break? Okay, David. Okay, Charlie, finish this one off. Thanks, God. Many friends were made and music entered and our family life was centered. But I don't matter anymore. As the years moved on, her health was a waste. Her brain disease took her from this place, and she doesn't know me anymore. And she doesn't know me anymore. And I don't matter anymore. Thank you all. Thank you. You've probably heard the old saying, spare the rod and spoil the child, used by well-meaning parents to keep their kids from running wild. My dad didn't choose to use the rod, he did things in his own way. He just looked you in the eye and said, you did your best, son, it's okay. Take a break, Ray. Charlie.
Yeehaw!
David. Thank you, boys. How could you not try to do your best if you had no fear of a flop? And your dad valued your efforts, whether or not you came out on top. And parents who use reason to coach their kids unstressed will support them all through life with words like, good job, you did your best. Thank you. At this point, I'd just like to make a quick introduction of my son John and two granddaughters visiting from Switzerland. The fireplace at Lake Erie is less than warm and comfy today. In past years, my love was with me to share the fun times each day. We took walks hand in hand, with stops to smooch in the sunshine, played and sang our favorite tunes, making harmony in the moonshine. How about a break, Ray? Okay, Charlie. Pretty stuff, Charlie. Okay, David. Thank you, boys. I am alone here this year, my love. It's lonely without you for sure. And the brothers are trying to fill your space with kayak trips and chores. I cannot shake my emptiness despite the efforts of the others. And I sit by myself and I think of you, trying to pretend you'll recover. But the truth gives life to that thought, which I struggle to hear and accept. But I know now in my heart of hearts, your illness is a definite fact. Raymond, how about a break? Go ahead, Charlie. Hey, David. I cannot shake my emptiness despite the efforts of the others. And I sit by myself and I think of you, trying to pretend you'll recover. But the truth gives lie to that thought, which I struggle to hear and accept. But I know now in my heart of hearts, your illness is a definite fact. Thank you, boys. Thank you all. We have one more tune that's available in this time slot, and I'm going to dedicate it to a couple of brothers-in-law who have been a big help to me. This one was written for the 60th birthday of the oldest of those two. You come on pretty strong, you never been wrong, always been nothing but right. Now you're 60, you're cool and top flight. You're always grilling in July, wow, what a guy, making all the other chefs cry. Now you're 60, you're cool and top flight. How about it, Raymond? Go, Charlie. a brother, you're a friend. We dig for you until the end. You touched our lives and you made them better, so I wrote a song. Instead of a letter, you have helped and assisted all in need, and you sure turned out all right. Now you're 60, you're the coolest and top flight. Thank you all, thank you.
Speaking of top flight, that's Bill Colbath, Dave Bullard on banjo, Ray Miller on mandolin, Charlie Byrne on lead guitar. I wonder if we can talk him into playing one more tune. What do you think? You got another one in you, Bill?
Oh, I got 15 or 20.
All right. How about we get one of those?
Okay. Here comes one. This is a short one,
No, you do it, man.
but I'll lengthen it out a little with a couple of breaks. How's that, boys? It's in C. There's a special thing called friendship that lives within our heart. We don't know how it happened or where it gets its start, but the happiness it brings us always gives us special lift. And we realize that friendship is one of life's most special gifts. Go Raymond. Okay, Charlie. It is there when we are children. It stays with us as we age. And its door is always open, so allow others to engage. The happiness it brings us always gives us special lift. And we realize that friendship is one of life's most special gifts.
Put another big hand for one of the best friends of the
Thank you.
Songwriters Open Mic. That's Bill Colbath, Charlie Byrne, Ray Miller, Dave Bullard.
Thanks, Raymond. Thanks, Charlie.